Hi my lovelies, so welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me because, sweetie, I've been waiting just for you because if you are into colorful looks, colorful styling, colorful personality, a happy place, you know, then you might just have found the treasure. You know. Anyway, so please check out my channel and then subscribe because that would absolutely make my day, and there is actually only something to be gained for you. Anyway, so today, sweeties, we are going to talk about Glam Shop Poland. This is my first impression. It's not a first impression because actually I have off camera worked quite a bit with the things that I'm going to show you, but it is overall my first time that I have tried this brand. Okay, Glam Shop is, of course, as it says in the title, a Polish-based or Poland-based brand, which is amazing because it is so much closer to me. Like, Europe is so much closer to Asia, to my part of Asia, than, for example, America is. So for me, this is super, super exciting to have something that is kind of, sort of close. And plus, I'm super excited for Europe to just go into the market and just make a statement in the makeup community and make a statement with exciting releases, you know, not like boring releases, but exciting releases. And also about that I'm going to talk a little bit also while you see me create this look. So anyway, today we're going to talk about these three palettes, and actually I'm going to create this look using shades out of these three palettes. So let's just go through them. So this is the Violetti palette. Let me just say that I'm not really speaking Polish, so I hope I'm saying this right. So this is, of course, a monochromatic purple palette, which looks super, super pretty. So nice. Then I do have the Niebieski 2020 palette. And by the way, there are way more 9-pan palettes in this kind of a style on the Glam Shop Poland website. Okay. And then we do have the W Cielone palette. This is probably going to be pronounced completely differently, but yeah, you just gotta forgive me for that one because I really don't know. I don't. So anyway, this is that. These are the eyeshadow palettes, and then I have a fourth item, which is a topper shade slash highlighter palette. So this is the Swiatlowka palette, which looks like this. Just the packaging, like seriously, wow. And this is how she looks. Okay, so you will probably not see much of the shifts in the shades and things like this right now, but anyway, this is what it looks like. A 6-pan palette that you can use as highlighter, which I also do in the video. I'm going to show you applying actually these two shades here on camera, and I did not use this as topper shades though, so I don't know. Anyway, because actually these palettes just on their own give you quite a bit, and I will talk about that, of course, as always, at the end when I have the review part of all of these items. Okay, so I have done 2 looks with each of the palettes, and today I'm going to do basically my 7th look altogether where I'm using shades out of all of them, and that's what we're going to do. Of course, then you're going to have me applying makeup, then you're going to see the swatches, and at the end, basically, or towards the end, we're going to meet here again with this look with me in basically 15 minutes for me. And I'm going to, of course, tell you my honest opinion about these palettes. So just hang out with me and let's enjoy some girlfriend time together. Okay, sweeties, it's pajama time, and we have officially moved on to the oversized t-shirts, and I just love to sleep in stuff like this. To sleep in stuff. To sleep and stuff like that. So anyway, not that anyone cares, but I do because I love it. Okay, so anyway, we are going to do a look with all these 3 palettes that you saw in the intro, and you also saw the finished look. So anyway, just spend some time with me while I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, the thing is, Sweeties, the thing is I have only a very general idea of what I'm doing today because I don't see very well. My eyes are so blurry, I don't even know, I can't even see if I did my eyebrows right. I have no idea what's happening. It's allergies. It's the first time in my life that I have something like this, like at this level, even though it's not like my husband. He's suffering really. He's like constantly rubbing his eyes and stuff. I'm still not that bad, but it really affects my ability to see and to judge what I'm doing. So this shall be interesting. So anyway, I think I have a plan. I want to start with the Niebieski 2020, and I want to put down some colors. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, so anyway, I think which one should I take? I think I'm gonna go with this one here in the middle. Or should I go with this one? I think I'm gonna go with this one. So yeah, it's very, very hard to make a decision these days. You know what? I'm gonna quickly just change the brush to a bit of a thinner one. Oh, I forgot to zoom you in. I'm so sorry, sweeties. Seriously, still learning. Okay, so anyway, and I see how like watery my eyes are. It's like always like I'm one second away from starting to cry, but I'm not. I think you can see that I'm in general pretty happy. It is really just, I don't know. So yeah, anyway, I want to do a look, of course, with those three palettes, and I have a plan. I want to have, of course, the blue here, as you can see, because that's why I'm putting it there, and I wanted to transition into the purple, and then I want to have the green on the lid, the green and maybe also some blue on the lid, and something like that. So that's basically the plan. So I'm just slowly building this up, because these shadows are super pigmented and I don't want to have too much blending to do, you know, so that's why I'm going in slowly. But basically what you can do is use basically that shade as a transition shade. It's not really, but I always feel like I'm doing exactly that, because I'm kind of when I'm building it up slowly, I'm basically setting my eyeshadow base with that shadow, right? So I'm sort of trying to use it as a transition shade. Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go in also with this shade, and I'm going to use this to blend out just a tiny little bit on the edge. Yeah, up here. I also switched brushes to a more like a flat, this is the Sigma E25, that is a little bit more flat, and I always feel like I can be a little bit more, what's it called, accurate with this brush, because of course now here we're talking about a very, very small space. And yeah, so anyway, that is what I'm doing right now. So I'm really excited about having found this brand, because first of all, it's in Europe. You know by now that this is of course Glam Shop Poland, and I am very excited about Europe getting more into makeup and being more exciting when it comes to stuff like this, you know? Because when I started to become interested in makeup, everything that was interesting was either in the UK or definitely in America. Like 90% of the interesting things were in America, and probably still are. Because I don't know, I guess America just has the thing that it's just so big, and there is so much there. There's just so much space for brands to be, and I don't know, maybe also the attitude of people in America is maybe more, I don't know, I could be completely wrong, is more adventurous or something than Europe. Europe is very like this, and I'm saying that as a European myself. If you don't know, I was born and raised in Germany. I came to Israel only when I was 21, I think, and that's a long time ago because I'm getting old, sweeties. But anyway, so I'm saying that as a European who has lived there for half of her life, and I'm not always the biggest fan of the lifestyle and attitude of Europeans, but there is a lot of good stuff there too. And but I always felt that the makeup community is absolutely lacking in Europe. Maybe not so much in the UK, because they do have some interesting brands, but Germany and, let's say, mainland Europe. I don't know if that's the right term, but gotta forgive me, I don't know. Okay, so let us go in. Which one of the purples though? Didn't plan that. Maybe this one. Maybe this one here. Can I tell you the name? No, I can't. Yeah, okay, so let's just pick this one up and see what that does. I've of course used all those shades already, so it's not really a surprise. The performance is not really a surprise, but anyway. Alright, so I'm really excited. That's basically the point I wanted to make, that there is actually stuff happening in Europe. You know, just, yeah, think about Glam Shop Poland, Lethal Cosmetics, that I still haven't tried. I still have not tried Lethal Cosmetics. How in the world, you know? I don't know, it just hasn't happened yet, but definitely I want to. That's of course based in, I think even in Berlin, in Germany. And Tami Tanuka, which is based in Russia. And like amazing brands, or 50/50 Makeup, which is based in the Netherlands, and so many more, you know. And that is so exciting, because I just feel like, first of all, Europeans need makeup too, and why should they order everything from overseas and pay extra? Sometimes it comes out, sweeties, it comes out to almost double the price that we pay when we pay for the palette, the shipping, the import taxes, and all of that, you know. So let's not forget that actually this is not fair, you know. So with all of that being said, I feel like it is so exciting. That was one long way of saying how exciting that is, to actually start to have nice brands in Europe, you know, which I'm not Europe, I'm in Asia, but it is at least a little bit closer, you know. For me it is even exciting. Let me just wait. Let me just go into this shade, this one here, to blend out the purple a tiny little bit. This is now the Sigma, what, E27. Wait, what did I want to say? You see, my blurry vision is affecting my brain. Seriously, I have no idea. Yeah, so anyway, I'm actually super excited also that I can order from Beauty Bay, because Beauty Bay is based in the UK, I think. Right? It's based in the UK. And for me, it is super exciting to actually get makeup sent to me within, let's say, if everything goes well, 10 to 14 days. And I just spoke, when I'm filming this, I just spoke the other day to one of my besties, and she lives in America, and in some connection, I spoke to her about this, that I'm so excited because I ordered something from Beauty Bay and I'm going to have this in, let's say, 10 days. And she was like, oh girl, yeah, here in America, if we don't get something within like 3 days or something, we already start to complain. It's a completely different life, you know. It really is. So anyway, but we all have to blossom and bloom and thrive where we are planted, you know. So that's what it is, and we just have to deal with whatever we have to deal with. So that is that, and I think this is, you know, more or less what I want to do. Alright, so maybe let me just build up the purple a tiny little bit more, and I think then we can already go in with the green on the lid, which I'm super excited about, because that is the one shade that is my most favorite shade in the green palette, and you shall see in just a second. So I'm basically, oh, it's so hard for me to see what I'm doing, like seriously, whew. Alright, so anyway, I might clean this up a tiny little bit more off camera, but this is what I'm doing for right now. Okay, so this one, sweeties, give me a palette with warm greens, and this one is the one. Yeah, so let's just pack this on. This is Monstera. I think that is a flower. Is it a flower? I feel like I hear my mom in my brain saying, girl, that's a flower. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, So this is the green that I've been speaking about, and I love this green so bad. So bad. It has like a real strong hint of gold in it, of course, and I love it. It's beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, okay, now going back to the blue. Wow, I'm already piling up brushes here. Wow. Okay, going back to the blue palette, Niebieski 2020, and now I want to use, I honestly really want to use this one, but I don't think that's the smart decision. I think I'm going to go for this one right here, and I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I was about to argue with myself, but I'm not going to do that on camera. Alright, I think this is going to look fun. This is going to be so fun. I think you can see that these shadows work really well. I'm going to have to say something, of course, about the overall performance in the review part of the video at the end, but I think overall you can see that this is like really easy, you know? So anyway, I'm going to just also use my finger to smudge them a little bit into each other. Like this, and then should I use purple in the outer corner or dark blue? I'm gonna go for the blue. I'm gonna go for the blue because this is smiling at me. This blue is absolutely smiling at me. So yeah, is that what you do too? Do colors smile at you sometimes when you like open a palette and you just look at it and you see that there is like a shade that calls your name? It happens to me all the time. Oh, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. You see, this is why it called my name, because it was like, Leorah, here, see me. Please want me. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, this is how I feel colors. I don't know if that makes me weird or something, but this is how I feel colors, you know? I feel that. So yeah, anyway. Please don't unsubscribe. Okay, so anyway, we're just having fun here, right? I think this is sort of what the look is gonna be. I think I'm just going to like really press this on. You see that there is a bit of fallout, and that is also what I'm going to talk about, of course, in the review part. Pigmentation is definitely there, but there is definitely also fallout, and that's why I'm not sweeping it on, I'm kind of pressing it on. So, and I'm going to also blow away the fallout in the palette, and I'm also going to just build up the shimmer shades with my finger, because I just always do that, because I feel it just adds this additional layer of opacity, sort of. Okay, sweeties, this is how it looks now, and I am actually super happy about the outcome, the way it turned out. The thing is, with my blurry eyes, I don't know, I cannot really tell you if my eyeliner is good or not or whatever. I have no idea. It's like I'm constantly trying to clear my eyes, but considering what's happening on my eyeballs right now, like actually in my eyes, we're doing well. Okay, I've also done blush and contouring, so now I actually, before we go in and finish the eyes, I want to go in with this palette, and that is the Swiatlowska palette. Look at this packaging. So cool. Anyway, so this is a highlighter slash topper shade palette, and I'm gonna go in with that palette as a highlighter. Let me just get a brush for this one. Which one should I take? Maybe I'm gonna go in, I don't know, maybe with this one. It's gonna all look white to you right now. I don't know if I will be able to swatch this so you can see the shifts, because of course there are different shifts in this. This one here is a blue one. There is also one that is, well, it's not a blue one, but it's like a white one with a blue shift, you know? It has like a slight blue shift. It's like a cool kind of a situation. And there's also one that is leaning a little bit more purple, which is this one. It's like a, yeah, it has a purple shift. Then this one is like a rose gold kind of a thing. This is a peachy one. This one I think is pinkish, so I shall use one of them, one of the other ones, in just a second so you can see. But you can see that they're super, super nice and buildable and sparkly. And that is basically what I wanted to show you, because I wanted to show you I have not used this one as a topper shade or anything. You know, this has been for me personally a pure highlighter palette, and that's how I'm intending to use it. Okay, so let me just clean up the fallout a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to also of course apply it on this side. Okay, this is that. Now let me just wipe this off, and let us go into maybe this one now. This is the one that I used first, and now I'm going to use maybe this one on my chin, because that is apparently something that I've been starting to do recently. Yeah, so this is a bit of a pinkish one. So, so cute. Now I'm just going to switch brushes, because for my nose I always use a different brush that is a little bit more dense. And yeah, and this is how this one looks. So this is a very, very nice formula. Really, really nice. Nothing wrong with this. Really, really cutesy. Yeah, okay, so anyway, let us now go in and finish the look, the eyeshadow look. And for that I want to go into the blue palette again, and now I'm going to use this one. Definitely now I'm going to use this one. So let me pick up this shade. This is the shade, I don't know, Parisky, maybe, I think. And I'm going to place this right here. Now I'm trying to be really, really careful now, because I cannot really afford any fallout now anymore. There was of course a significant fallout while I was applying the eyeshadow before, but now that my foundation is done, I just can't have that anymore. So I'm being really, really careful here. Okay, I'm going to come back to this palette for the inner corner highlight, because I want to use this white shade right here, which has a blue shift to it. But now, for now, I'm going to go to the green palette, and I am going to use this shade here in the middle, which is Nectar. This is the shade Nectar, and I'm going to put it on a brush. Duh. And I'm actually really holding my breath, because I'm so scared that I'm gonna have fallout that I won't be able to clean up. But it is actually, it's going well. So yeah, I think this is really, really pretty. Something like this. Okay, so now let's go into the blue palette again. Just take another new brush, because apparently I need 500 brushes per look. And I'm gonna go into this shade, which is called what? Blackit? It's this L with the streak through. I don't remember how they pronounce it. I don't think they pronounce it as an L. I think it's a W. But how does one do that? Blackit? I don't know. I should know, because actually my father-in-law is from Poland. Oh, look at this one though. No matter how you pronounce it, it's beautiful. My father-in-law is from Poland, and actually my father lived for a long time in Poland too when he was a child, and knows quite some Polish. And yeah, my father-in-law is fluent in Polish, you know. I should have asked him, but I would probably not have remembered anyway. Yeah, so that is basically that. And I think even my husband could apply for Polish citizenship, because his father has to, or I don't know all these things, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that this is really good makeup, you know. Alright, so let me just do this on the other eye, and in just a second you will of course see the swatches of all 4 palettes, because I'm also going to swatch of course the highlighter / topper shade palette, and then we shall meet here for the review part. So don't go anywhere because I have to talk to you. Okay, my lovelies, now you've seen it all. You've seen the look, you've seen the swatches, you see everything. And here, this is the last one basically that I swatched, because of course I did it one palette at the time, and now I still have this one here on my arm, because honestly that was kind of the biggest surprise, because only in the swatches you can actually see super well, and I hope it came across also in the video where I had this close up here on camera, that there are those different shifts. So now I also can see it much better, that there are like, it's so pretty. It's so pretty, you know. Anyway, here you have a pink one. This one is a little bit more like a cold, a very light but cold bronzy shade. This is pink. This here is a little bit like a teal with a white base, kinda, you know. I always have to check. You know what? Anyway, this is like a purple and blue shifting one. This is also a bronzy one, but this one is a pure bronzy one, and this one has a bit of a pink shift going with it, and this one here is one with a gold shift. So anyway, I hope this makes sense, and I'm basically just looking in the mirror and see how they shift, because I cannot ever remember anything. So yeah, so this is what it is, and now you've seen it. Now let's talk about this. No, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in before I forget, so you see how the look turned out. Of course, you've seen me doing it, so there's no surprise. Okay, so that is that, and now let's talk about the palettes. Okay, let's maybe first of all start with the outer packaging. They all come in a sleeve, and those little 9-pan palettes, they're not that little, but you know, 9-pan palettes, they come all in a sleeve that looks like the outer packaging, and then there is a sticker here with the ingredients on it. So that is basically the same for all of those. Here's the sticker, and then the green one like that, and the sticker. Okay, so anyway, then the packaging for the highlighter palette basically is a little bit different. This is basically the difference, and also here you do have the ingredients on the back. All of this is cardboard packaging. Do you have a mirror? I never even paid attention. Yeah, the 9-pan palettes do have a mirror, and of course also shade names. This one here doesn't have a mirror, right? Yeah, this one doesn't have a mirror. Okay, so now that we got through all of this, it's all cardboard packaging. It all feels really nice. There is a nice magnetic closure. Everything fine. Everything feels like really professional and good, you know? Okay, so let us also talk, of course, about the performance. Now, swatching wise, I have to say that the mattes maybe didn't even swatch so well. Could also be that I'm not the most experienced with swatching, but they are a little bit of a drier formula, but it is so surprising. I want to say surprising, because usually when it's a drier formula, it's it is easy to work with them, but the pigmentation might not be the best. It's good when they're buildable, and it's maybe also more friendly for beginners. Sometimes it can be hit and miss with drier formulas, you know, as long as it's buildable is fine. But but with these ones, that was a real surprise, because they are a little bit drier. There is definite kick up in the pan. There's also fallout, so please do your, at least the under eye area last. You know, there is, I mean, you saw that there was fallout, but the pigmentation was incredible. The pigmentation was absolutely incredible, and that was a super surprise for me. And honestly, I started to work with I think with the purple one first. My first 2 looks were with this palette, and I was like, this is absolutely not possible, you know, because when you are a little bit experienced with makeup and your first brush touches the first shade, you already sort of know what you're getting into, and I kind of felt like, so this is gonna be around, you know, that formula. But then I put it on my eyes and it was boom, it was like an explosion on my face, you know, and that is really, really cool. Now you do have to, of course, deal with some fallout, also kick up in the pan, fallout in the pan, and also of course on your face. So that's what you need to know. But I personally don't care, because I always do the under eye area, this part of my face I always do last, so I don't care, you know, so that's not an issue for me. And I really thought that this was really, really incredible. So after this palette I already fell in love with the brand. Definitely, like no questions asked, you know. This was so good. And I also have to say that color scheme wise, in each one of those palettes, the execution of shades from light to dark and the variety that they put in is incredible. And I don't think I know another brand. Now, I don't know everything that is out there, of course, but what I'm aware of as of right now, I don't know another brand who has done it better, I have to say. You know, this is incredible stuff. Incredible. Like when you look at this, it's incredible. It gives you so much, and you know that I am not too much into 9-pan palettes at all, but these give you so much. It is so beautiful. Also here in this one, for example, that you do have this muddy, murky kind of a green here, gives you such an extra dimension instead of just having warm and cold grains, you know. It is so well done. I'm a super big fan, super big fan. Now you also have, of course, those shimmer shades, which are incredible. Also, they have some fallout because they're very sparkly, and I personally did not put them on any glitter glue or anything. I didn't even use a wet brush. They picked up really nicely on the brush. I personally did not use a wet brush, so I just put it on, and because I wanted to see how they work, you know. Of course, also you saw in the makeup application part of my video that after putting it on with the brush, I also dabbed on another layer with my finger, because that is what I usually do. I use that not only as a tool of applying another layer, but also for blending, because for me, blending those shades or any shimmer shades with the finger is just, it's just better, you know, for me. So it just works super well. So yeah, so these shades were absolutely beautiful, and I'm so excited that there is something in Europe that is so good. Really good. Yay, Europe, for once, you know. So anyway, and then also this palette, I'm so much into highlighters. I'm not so much into topper shades, but I'm very much into highlighters, and I'm definitely going to use this so much, because also this is sparkly, you know. These are very sparkly. They are not these super smooth, creamy, go on as one kind of a thing, you know. They're sparkly and you kind of have to blend it out and stuff, but that is what you get, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a different way of executing a highlighter. Does that mean killing a highlighter? That's not what I wanted to say, but the execution is just different in the formula. That's what I meant. And I think it's beautiful, and I've used all the shades and I think it's incredible. Yeah, so anyway, that is what I wanted to say to this. There was no staining, not even in this palette, you know, because I definitely expected staining with this one. There was absolutely no staining. Blendability was absolutely there. Buildability was not even that necessary, because they were so pigmented that it was just like, what, you know, like no words coming out of my mouth anymore. Creasing, I want to say that like after hours and hours at the very end of my day, there was a little bit of creasing in the shimmer shades, but seriously, it's makeup. It's not supposed to create magic, right? So I apply my eyeshadows at 4 in the morning, and when there is at 8 in the evening some creasing, like a tiny hint of creasing, that is just like physics or whatever, you know. That's okay, like really, you know. Throughout the day it was really fine, and I have very long days, so I'm the perfect person to judge. Okay, so sweeties, I hope this was helpful. As of right now, I don't have a discount code with them. I wish I could give you one. I actually, as of when I'm filming this, I have written to the brand and I have asked if they could give me one, because I am truly a huge fan of this, and I just love this experience. So if they gave me one. I will put it on the screen, and I will definitely also have it in the description box down below in case you want to save some money. So, but as of right now, I don't know. Anyway, of course, you will find my makeup, everything that I have on my face, in the description box, together with all the links to my social media for more looks regarding styling, and also of course regarding more makeup looks, filmed and unfilmed, and swatches and flat lays and all of that, but only in my Leorah Cosmetics Instagram. That is the only one where I have the swatches and flat lays. Okay, sweeties? So besides that, of course, all my discount codes with other brands are also there. And please don't forget to subscribe, because I would absolutely love to have you here. You are just making my day by joining, you know? Making Leorah happy is a good thing, you know? That's that. Okay, so that is that. I hope that you did enjoy this video. Of course, please leave me your comments in the comment section down below, and I shall see you here super soon for my next video. And up until then, definitely don't forget to sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.